Can you tell us more about you for those who don't know you here in France? Where do you come from? How did you manage to do music? And yeah.
Well, originally from Nigeria, West Africa, the giant of Africa, we say, in terms of population. And I'm from the Yoruba tribe. The language in which I sing quite a lot of my songs is also Yoruba, but of course quite some as well in English. Music is my life. It's what I love, what I need, and where basically what I see myself doing for as long as I can live. Therefore, music is also a way of sharing a part of myself with the world, my feelings, my emotions, my experiences. And I think music, as I usually say in most of my interviews, it's just another language that unites the world and that the whole world understands, despite the different languages in which it's being expressed or not. And I think it's a very strong statement and language. And it's something that I've always felt from a very young age, of about 5 years old, that is where I will go, and that is what I need in my life, and I just followed that dream. And I'm happy that today I can live doing that which I love. So just listen to a bit of Layori. I think you'll figure it out.
Yeah. And how would you describe your musical style?
This question, musical style, it's of course something everybody's asking me. And I don't want to categorize it, to be honest. I think it's just me. It's authentic because when I started writing my own songs, one of the first things I did was just stop listening to music, which could sound a bit egoistic, but I just wanted to find the sound inside of me, the words that were inside of me, the feeling, the groove, and not be so maybe influenced, I would say, in the direction in which I would choose. And I think my music has one major influence, which is my travels. It's a reflection of who I am, my journeys, the different cultures, languages, and places where I have been. All reflects in this music, and therefore I call it a music for the world. It's got a touch of everything. It's got a touch of jazz, soul, a touch of blues, a touch of reggae. So musically I cannot categorize it. I just call it a modern, elegant music with an African touch.
Okay.
Just like my fashion.
So Rebirth, it's your second album.
Yes,
right?
Rebirth is my second album.
Okay, what makes it different from the first one?
Rebirth is quite different from Origin, which was my first album, because Rebirth I wrote while I was pregnant with my first and only child, Mayora, which is the first title of the song, which means you bring me joy. The difference is that, of course, being pregnant is a very, very emotional, special moment for a woman or for any. It's being a part of creation of life, and there are so many amazing feelings inside of you, so real, so true, so connected to yourself and to this life that is being created. Inside of you. Therefore, I think it's a very, very deep album. I felt like a new person was being born inside of the person I already am through this experience. Therefore, and with Rebirth, I was a full part of not only the songwriting, lyrics, but a full part of the production team as well. So I was co-producer. And therefore, I just feel Rebirth is a full expression of Layori. It's totally, it just totally feels like me. And most of the songs were sang and written in Yoruba, maybe because I had this longing for home, that not the whole family was here to be a part of me being and somehow I think I missed a bit my family, and all that just was connected somehow more to my home country.
Yeah.
But who knows, I think the next album doesn't necessarily have to be all in Yoruba or most of it. I think it's going to be a bit more mixed, but we'll see as it comes.
Okay, so Nigerian music is right now like on top of the African music. How do you feel about it?
First of all, I'm very proud of my country and the people of my country. It's a bit obvious because I have this smile on my face right now. And I think just the reason is because I think Nigerians are just very strong, folk, character, go-getters, fighting to make something happen. And musically, it is quite different, most of the things that I hear today, quite different from what I'm doing. But I can just say they are amazingly creative people. Of course, Africa is big. You hear so many other kind of music. I love also Makossa and all the other stuff that we have. Music from Angola. I think there is this special thing we have in Africa. I call it the sound of Africa. It's powerful.
Yeah.
It moves you. And I'm very happy that a lot of Nigerians out there are doing wonderful music, a lot of people from Africa as a whole, and that this music is reaching the world and is being very much accepted and integrated. And I hope things continue that way, that music from all around the world just comes together.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Okay. So we know that you're here in Paris to promote Rebirth.
Right.
You have concert, but what else are you up to?
Yeah, I'm here in Paris for a couple of concerts. We were just a couple of days ago, last week, of course, we heard Marcus Miller on tour, and we did the Olympia Concert Hall, which was completely sold out and just magical. Paco Seri was also there, percussion. The band was amazing. Apart from my music, I'm also working on my fashion line, which is something that I started out just creating the clothes I wear for myself because I wanted to have like my own, I don't know, my own logo, I would say, which is an expression of who I really am. I'm African, I grew up in America, lived in many parts of the world, traveled a lot from a young age, and therefore I've gathered so much of the world that I see myself not just as this Nigerian girl. No, I feel like a world citizen, but still very grounded with my roots and my culture. Therefore, this experience of being around the world and this, how would you say, multicultural lifestyle is also what I transmit not only in my music, but in me as a person, because that's who I am. And I see myself as modern, try to be as elegant as possible.
Yeah.
But still maintaining that strong African touch and statement. And that's what my music expresses, and that's what my fashion expresses. And I hope people would like to be a part of that, share a part of that. Therefore, I decided to create a collection for next year, spring summer 2014, and I hope people who are interested in fashion can have a look at that. So,
Wonderful.
thank you so much. Africa is Africa.
Yeah.
I love Africa.
Africa loves you.
Bonjour, c'est TAAC Magazine. Hello everyone at TAAC Magazine, this is Layori, and it's been a pleasure being here with you, and I hope to see you sometime again, and please, TAAC Magazine, keep the news around the world of Africa. Cheers, Layori.